Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Science Hub. I'm Anjali. In the last video on Ecology Part 1, we solved 5 previous year questions of BHU with their solutions. And in this video, we will continue our discussion and solve more questions. So at first, I would like to tell you go through my slides and pause the video after every question if you want in-depth knowledge. I hope you will get what you need. So friends, let's get started. Now coming to the first question. Here our first question is anemometer is used to measure. We are having 4 options and we have to find out the correct one. So at first let us know about the anemometer. So an anemometer is a device used to measure the speed of wind. So here our correct answer is wind speed. That is option B. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is litter decomposition is fastest in. Again we are having 4 options and we have to find out the correct one. At first let us discuss about litter decomposition. Litter decomposition refers to the breakdown of dead plant material such as leaves, twigs and other organic matter by various organisms like fungi, bacteria and insects. Decomposition rates are slower in colder, drier environments such as the tundra or in ecosystems with less diverse decomposer communities like some temperate coniferous forests. Tropical dry forests may experience seasonal variations in decomposition rates with faster decomposition during wet seasons and slower rates during dry periods. Rainforests with their high temperatures, abundant rainfall and rich biodiversity provide ideal conditions for rapid litter decomposition. So from this information we got our correct answer, that is rainforest. Option C. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is the vegetation zone between two different adjacent communities is known as. Again we are having 4 options and we have to find out the correct one. So at first let us discuss about all the terms which are given in our option. So first term is ecocline. An ecocline is a gradual change in environmental conditions such as temperature or precipitation over a geographical area, which influences the distribution of plant and animal species and play a role in shaping ecosystems, biodiversity and evolutionary processes. Now coming to the second term, that is ecotone. So the vegetation zone between different communities is known as an ecotone. An ecotone is a transitional area where 2 or more ecosystems meet and integrate. This zone of transition is characterized by a blending of the characteristics of the neighboring communities, resulting in a unique environment that supports diverse array of plant and animal species. Now coming to the third type, that is ecotype. So ecotype are populations of a species that have adapted to specific environmental conditions within their habitat, exhibiting unique genetic differences and traits that enable them to thrive in their particular ecological niche, contributing to biodiversity, ecological resilience and insights into evolutionary processes. Now coming to the fourth type, that is ecophene. So an ecophene is a population within a species that has adapted to specific environmental conditions in its habitat, exhibiting unique phenotypic characteristics shaped by natural selection and genetic variation, which enable it to thrive in its ecological niche and contribute to biodiversity and ecological resilience. So from this information we got to know our correct answer is ecotone, that is option B. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is in forest ecology DBH refers to. Again we are having 4 options and we have to find out the correct one. At first let us discuss about DBH. So in forest ecology, DBH is a commonly used abbreviation that stands for diameter at breast height. DBH is a standard measurement in forest inventories and ecological studies, representing the diameter of a tree's stem or trunk at a height of approximately 1.3 meters, that is 4.25 feet above the ground. DBH is a key measurement in forest ecology used to estimate various ecological attributes such as tree age, growth rate, biomass, carbon storage, and potential timber yield, as well as to assess forest health, structural diversity, and changes in tree growth and ecosystem dynamics. So here our correct answer is diameter at breast height, that is option B. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is who first gave Gaia hypothesis? Again we are having four options and we have to find out the correct one. So at first let us discuss about the Gaia hypothesis and who gave it. So the Gaia hypothesis was first proposed by James E. Lovelock, a British scientist and environmentalist, in the 1960s and 1970s. Lovelock developed the hypothesis in collaboration with Lynn Margulis, an American biologist and researcher. The Gaia hypothesis proposes that the Earth's living organisms and physical components form a complex self-regulating system known as Gaia that maintains the conditions necessary for life, offering a holistic perspective on the interconnections between living systems and the importance of ecological balance. So here our correct answer is James E. Lovelock, that is option D. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is Desmids are the indicators of. Again we are having four options and we have to find out the correct one. So at first let us know about the desmids. So desmids, a group of single-celled green algae known for their complex shapes and patterns, are abundant in oligotrophic waters with low nutrient levels, indicating that the water is relatively unpolluted, while they are less common in eutrophic waters with high nutrient levels and abundant plant growth. So from this information we got to know that our correct answer is oligotrophic water, that is option B. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is biological magnification is concerned with. Again we are having four options and we have to find out the correct one. So at first let us know about the biological magnification. So biological magnification, also known as biomagnification or bioamplification, refers to the increase in concentration of a substance such as toxic chemical or pollutant as it moves up the food chain in an ecosystem. This phenomenon occurs because each successive level in the food chain, from primary producers, that is plants, to herbivores, that is plant eaters, accumulates the substance at a higher concentration than the level below it. So here our correct answer is increasing concentration of toxic material from primary producers to top carnivores in an ecosystem, that is option C. Now moving on to the next question. Here our next question is which of the following has very little or no greenhouse effect in the atmosphere? So here our correct answer is nitrogen gas. The nitrogen gas constitute a major component of the Earth's atmosphere. It is approximately 78% but has negligible greenhouse effect as it doesn't efficiently absorb or trap heat, unlike other greenhouse gases that contribute to global warming. Now moving on to the next question. The concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is about. So here our correct answer is option D. Moving on to the next question. Here our next question is which of the following is not correct for PAN? Pen. Again we are having four options and we have to find out the correct one. So at first let us discuss about the pen. So PAN, Peroxyacetyl nitrate is a secondary air pollutant produced by the reaction of sunlight with hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides from vehicle exhaust, industrial processes, and combustion, contributing to smog formation, respiratory health issues, plant and material damage, and hazy atmosphere in polluted areas, posing significant air quality and public health concerns. It is not related to pyrimidine acetyl nitrate, which appears to be a incorrect statement. So here our incorrect statement is option A, that is pyrimidine acetyl nitrate. Thank you friends for watching my video. I hope the tips and solutions we have discussed will help you in your preparation. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Until next time, stay motivated and keep practicing.